Hi ladies, Lashy Leanne here, and I want to show you something you can do with your concealer. Love this. So not only is it going to cover up your bags and your eyes, it's going to cover up your pimples, your blemishes, if you have any red marks on your skin or whatever. I'm just going to show you another little trick, and I'm going to use the back of my hand as a sort of like a palette. I'm going to use the tiniest amount because you can't put it back in the tube. That's something you discover real quick. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way, but once it's out, it doesn't go back in. So you don't want to use too much. You want to use it very sparingly. And then I'm going to use my concealer brush here. And see, or there you go guys, you can see that. Using a small amount on my brush here, I'm going to come in under my brow and I'm going to create this beautiful edge of a line. Okay, I'm going to do this on top and bottom. I did my brows earlier today. Okay, using our brow liner, just taking a little more, coming over on this side. Okay, but I neglected to do this part, so I wanted to show you guys how you can use a little bit of your concealer, which you're already in. You can even do this with whatever's left over. Like let's say you were doing your eyes, your under eye circles, covering some blemishes, you had a little left over, then you're gonna cut in this area. I say cut in because I used to be a house painter, so I feel like that's what I'm doing. It feels like I'm cutting in the baseboards or something, right? So really kind of like bright, like, I don't know, stripey right now, but I'm going to blend it out. I'm going to try to blend this out very naturally. You could use a damp blending bud if you prefer to use those tools, but I'm just like kind of like letting it sit to let it kind of set or dry a little bit, and then I'm just going to kind of feather out these edges. Okay, so it's going to look very natural. Right, am I right? Feathering these edges out, okay? Now this is something you would want to do after you have, I've got a little hair there we go. After you've done your eye makeup, because it's really creating that highlight right here on your brow bone. Do you see how much lighter and brighter it is there? And it actually matches the lightness that's under my eyes here that I've used when I've used my concealer. Okay, so it just evens things out. But it's something you can do to help define your brows that little bit more. So another use for your concealer. Get this, ladies, get it. If you're getting this, if you know your shade, your skin color, your shade or whatever, great. If you don't know what that is and you need to be color matched, message me because there's a series of questions we can ask and it's a fairly simple process. But what I would recommend for the concealer is you go a touch lighter. This is Scarlet. So I use Organza on my face. Scarlet is a neutral that's just, you know, a touch lighter, and that's what's going to allow you to use it for your highlighting, your cover-ups, highlighting your brows, all this business. So going a touch lighter with your concealer to highlight is another little trick for you. Okay, awesome. Have a great day, ladies. I hope you found that informative.